Hey folks, first off I want to apologize for the fan playing in the background. It is kind of humid, hot here, even though we're in the fall, autumn season. It's still kind of heatful and hot and whatever terms you would like to use. In any case, yeah, so I figure I'd do a little overview on a little piece of tech that I picked up a few weeks ago. I showed a bit of it on a vlog that I did around that time, but I figured we'd give it a closer look sort of thing, because I got to play around with it a little for a little longer than I did that first day, and I seem to be an expert. Okay, enough of the bullshit. So this is the Sega Genesis Cdx. It is a Sega thing that allows you to play Sega Genesis video games, such as the Sega Genesis 6-pack, which contains 6 Sega Genesis video games, such as Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, some game called Sonic the Hedgehog that nobody's ever heard of. Cartridge goes here, by the way. You get the idea. You could play games like the Genesis 6-pack. You could play games like Lightning Force, Quest for the Dark Star, because typos are awesome in the 90s and all that. And you could play games like Streets of Rage 3. Okay, it's not. Oh, it's Bare Knuckle 3, but yeah, this works here too. I don't know if this is a hacked copy or this thing is region free or whatever the case may be, but I don't know. I quite honestly, I don't care. Now, not only does this play Sega Genesis games, thus, you know, fulfilling the Genesis component, but it also plays CDs. Not only does it play CDs, it plays Sega CD games such as Sonic CD, because everybody loves Sonic CD. Well, okay, I actually like the recent re-release version. The Spin Dash is kind of better in that version. You also play Sega CD games such as the Sega Classics Arcade Collection, which is a compilation of 5 Sega Genesis video games, 4 of which I already have the actual copies of, I think. And also Sega CD games such as Sylphid, which is a beautiful, awesome game for Sega CD. Yes. And not only can you play your Sega Genesis games and your Sega CD games, but this also acts as a portable music CD player. So you could have music CDs such as oh shit. I have all the music CDs stored away somewhere, so I don't have any on hand here. WWA Anthology, that's all I have on the moment, and yes, I do have this. It was a long time ago. Set that aside. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way. Now, we have a close-up shot here, so this is where your Sega Genesis cartridges go, obviously. And this is your open button, so you could open your Sega CD, music CD compartment thing. This is your track back, track forward, your play and pause button, your stop button, your reset button. Down here you have your power button, works like that. Controller 1, controller 2, it takes either the classic 3-button Sega Genesis controllers or the 6-button arcade pad, or whatever equivalent Genesis controllers you could get your hands on. Your headphone jacks for the music CD component, your volume component thing, your line out if you want to hook it up to a stereo system. Over here you have the input slot for your 2 AA batteries, because this thing can play music CDs. It is a portable music CD player. Of course, if you want to play games and all that, you need an AC adapter, which it's its own custom thing. I don't know if it's going to work with anything. Any others haven't tried it. Dare not try it, because it's hard to come by another one of these, and you have your AV out. here. And it's a rather small little thing for a, at least for a home console of sorts. Just to give you a bit of a comparison, because I conveniently have it here, I'll zoom this camera out a bit. This is a Sega Genesis Mark II. There's your comparison. Almost kind of sort of the same height, but the this one's like less, the width is less here, so it's a lot smaller than this thing. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Do another quick size comparison with another Sega thing. This is a Sega Game Gear. Almost, kind of, sort of the same size, although this one's kind of shorter, you know, in terms of the height. So this thing is actually more portable than something else. Go figure. And just to give you, just to give you one quick bonus here, because I do have this on hand. This is the JVC XI, which is a similar combination Sega Genesis, Sega CD thing, except this thing is obviously not portable. And I don't know if I showed you this thing though, but yeah, it pretty much does the same thing, except it plays, not only plays music CDs, it also does karaoke. Never tried the karaoke thing because I'm not into karaoke, but your power, you got your power switch, your reset switch. You open it, opens like that. CD's going rather nicely. You got your volume jack. I guess that's a volume jack. No, that's your microphone jack and your microphone volume thing. Your headphones go there. Let's go to the other side. You have your AC adapter. It has its own proprietary adapter. I've heard people say you could use your like other official Sega things. I haven't tried it. Again, I dare not to. Your AV out if you have like a Genesis AV cable, which I do. And then you got your typical your composite thing, and the XI came with its own little weird RF modulator type thing, and it goes around here and that sort of thing. So I just showed you the XI as a bonus, but this is a much bigger machine than the Genesis Cdx, obviously. So anyways, I'm going to put this back in place. I don't want to ruin it or any of these other things. So. Alright, so as far as the Genesis Cdx goes, I think it's, I guess I could show you some gameplay footage. Unfortunately, if you want any comparisons between how one game plays on one system or another, I'm not going to provide it here. Probably because I'm not quite honestly, I'm not that much of a detail freak. That and the footage itself is off a DVD rip, and the DVD rip's not that high quality stuff, but just to give you an idea of how it plays and all that. For the most part, it runs rather well, and you know, I tried a few games on it, and they all work to my satisfaction, if nothing else. But anyways, here's some quick gameplay footage of some games some choice games in action that I've tried out. And yeah, we'll check that out, and we'll get back to this as soon as possible. Be back in a sec. Yeah, so unfortunately I thought I had more varied game footage on hand, but unfortunately I only have Sonic 2 for the Genesis side and Sonic CD for the Sega CD side, so that's all I'm going to be showing you here, sadly enough. First off, Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis, being played on the CDX. Runs fairly similarly to, you know, what I would get on a Genesis Mark II. And as far as I could tell, though, if there's any minute detail differences, I'm probably the wrong person to point those out. but for the most part runs rather nicely. Picture quality is not that bad, pretty decent, because I'm using the AV cables. The Genesis AV cables, that works rather well, rather compatible with that. No real complaints in that regard, really. I think it works rather nicely. Hey, look at that! It turns out I had footage for one more game played on the Cdx. This is Stargate, the Sega Genesis version being played on the Cdx. Plays rather nicely, no real complaints, runs fine, so yeah. So now we're going to look at Sonic CD for the Sega CD played on the Cdx. And the one thing I will say, I just want to veer off subject here. One thing I hated about Sonic CD was the spin dash. Sonic 2 had a nice spin dash you could rev up really fast. But this one you have to wait till he goes to a full spin before you let it go, otherwise it just stops. I always hated that. I'm kind of glad that they gave you the option with the recent remake from a couple years ago to go with that, or the Sonic 2 style, which I thought was a much better spin dash. But we're not here to talk about spin dashes, we're here to talk about the CDX. Runs rather nicely. Load times are, loads up the discs rather nicely. I don't know how this would compare to the Sega CD expansion module, because I don't have a Sega CD. It's almost on par with the XI though. The only thing with the XI is that some of the sound effects are kind of crap, but that's more on the Genesis side. If I get a chance, I'll probably do like a quick comparison video. I don't know, maybe it's my unit in particular though. I don't know if that's like a common XI flaw or it's just my system. But yeah, Sonic CD plays nicely on the CDX, so does Sonic 2. And a bunch of other games that I tried out. Works rather nicely too, so back to live footage. And so that was some sample footage of the Sega Genesis Cdx, and for the most part, for my money at least, I think it was a pretty nice little pickup. Plays Sega CD's games rather nicely, plays Sega Genesis games rather nicely. I didn't try the music CD component because, well, whatever, we live in an age where we listen to MP3s and that sort of thing in iTunes and, Winamp, because it kicks some llama's thing. And yeah, so the CDX, it's a nice little system, emphasis on little, and it's something I've been wanting to get my hands on for many years, and I've looked at got it for a pretty decent deal, pretty hefty price tag on this though, not too pricey, but this could go for somewhere in the triple digits. So I don't know if you're lucky enough to find one for a really good price, I'd say go for it. It's a nice little curiosity, and works pretty well for my money, I think. And it does beat the whole setup with the Sega Genesis and the Sega CD and 2 power adapters for one ginormous thing. This only needs 1 power adapter. That one right there. Enough said. That sort of thing. I don't know if this would work with the 32X. Probably not. I don't know. I don't have a 32X. I can't speak in that regard. Nor do I have a power-based converter, which presumably wouldn't work on this thing, because it's only specific to the original Genesis, I think, or something like that. Or I don't know. I honestly don't care. If I want to play Master System games, I have a Master System buried somewhere over there, so yeah. So yeah, that was the Genesis CDX, and I just wanted to show you guys this thing that I've got in greater detail, by which I mean we're going to spend more time just fawning over it and looking at it and stuff. And I apologize for the handheld camcorder movement. I'm actually I'm holding this on the tripod because this was on my desk. I was doing something else just a while ago, but yeah. So that's the CDX, and thanks for enduring this video. Till next time, take care. Good night. I'm gonna start cleaning this up later.